You're right everyone, it's Acer here from Team RCC. So I've got a catapult to show you today, which I'm quite excited about. It's the General. The General is the first RCC catapult to be cast. It was designed solely for casting, and it's the first of several frames that I'll be getting cast, but the only one designed specifically for casting. Now I'm going to get the pricing out of the way of this first. Me and Pete from ProShot UK feel that we've priced it really competitively. A lot of people would have expected it to be more money. People have actually told me that with RCC being, if I'm honest, expensive catapults. Now this is the flagship bronze one. Bronze won't suit everyone because it's quite heavy. This is £60. It's available in brass also, which is £55, and most importantly it's available in aluminium, which if I'm honest will be the best selling size. It's the lightest, it's the most pocketable, and it's the cheapest. Aluminium one, £50, which is cheaper than other frames of its nature on the market. Now this is available from ProShot Catapults. Now here's a link, well, a very old-fashioned link, let's be honest. I don't really know how to link up with eBay, Facebook and different stuff like that, and YouTube. I don't really know how to do the links, and I haven't got the time to find out. So we're going to do it old-fashioned. We're going to write it on a piece of paper with a Sharpie pen. It's available to buy at www.proshotcatapults.com. Now I'm sure you can all screenshot that or pause it and you can get that, whatnot. That's that out of the way. Now let's talk about the catapult itself, which to me is the most important part. I designed it to be very, very pocketable, which I feel I've achieved. People moan and complain sometimes about frames being quite bulky, ergonomic frames. This isn't. As you can see, it's a very slender build. Yet with it being slender, it doesn't sacrifice on anything. It still has a really effective web swell. Now you can hold this frame really firmly with a pinch grip, or you can hold it with a brace grip and hold it quite loosely. Now the reason why you can hold it quite loosely is down to it having a very slender waist. You can lock your finger around it and all you really need is your finger and thumb. The rest it will just balance. That's a really loose grip. We haven't bothered with a pinky hole. We've gone with something broader, which I feel is kind of like a paddle. It anchors the frame really well. You can support it. You can move the frame about with your little finger. I'm not really someone that holds pinch grip. I don't particularly like pinch grip. I prefer a brace grip, and this for me, I can shoot brace quite simple, which is a good thing. Several people in Team RCC have had input on it, so it's not just me. But it's really, really comfortable to hold. Obviously I'm going to say that because I've designed it, but I'm not going to design a catapult that I feel isn't comfortable. So that's just common sense. Now we also didn't bother with a palm swell. I find palm swells can be very bulky. They'd bulk this frame up by probably 10-12 millimeters, so it would just completely change the feel of the frame, and sometimes I feel they can be a little bit uncomfortable. Instead we've gone flat and we've curved it away downwards away from the hand, and it just sits in really, really nice. It's a frame that'll slide in your pocket easy and slide out easy. Now the fork tips, some might recognise them. They're very similar to that of a Scout from Simple Shot. Now because they're similar, this will take flip clips, which makes it a great frame for a novice builder. Now I must take my hat off to Nathan Masters. The flip clip is well, it's revolutionary for catapults really. It was a great thing that he designed, and they work really, really well. Now for a newbie, banding up can be awkward with clips. If you choose to buy clips, it doesn't come with clips, but if you choose to buy them from ProShot or Simple Shot, you don't have to wrap and tuck, which makes it banding really, really easy. Now this frame also, which is another great thing for a novice shooter or someone just coming into the sport, the tips will shoot TTF, OTT, flats, loop tubes, pretty much anything. So you can really find your feet with this frame. Also, obviously, with it being pinch grip or brace grip, again, you can find out what style suits you best. So it's a great frame for you to get into catapults and find what you prefer. Yet at the same time, for what I'd call a professional shooter or expert shooter, someone shoots every day, it's a really effective frame for them also. Now, I prefer OTT shooting, it's what I shoot, but I've banded this up to shoot TTF because, if I'm honest, I need to tune in with TTF, and if I can shoot good with this TTF, I'll shoot very good with it OTT. So that's what I'll be shooting in the video. But yeah, I think it's just a great all-round frame. As I said, I'm bound to say it, I designed it, but I'm not going to design a frame that I don't feel is good. Now, Chris Graffin has done a video, so has Dan Ambrosius. They got on with it really well. Like I said, available in aluminium, brass and bronze. The first RCC cast frame, and it's one that I'm really happy with. The dimensions, the outer dimension, which is the one that a lot of people, including myself, feel is the most important, is 90mm, centre to centre 90mm, which seems to be a pretty go-to size for a lot of people. The tips TTF are 22mm, OTT are 20, the gap's 50mm. The gap's smaller than other TTF frames on the market. OTT, it won't make a difference, but TTF it is smaller. But I feel a slightly smaller gap, it will be slightly unforgiving for some people. You will occasionally get the odd fork hit, but when you get a fork hit, it normally means you're doing something wrong. You'll get them, you'll correct from it. It's normally because you're tilting the frame in the wrong manner. A lot of frames, like my own frame, the Pegasus, has a massive gap of 70mm. You don't have to be crazy to even fork hit one of them. But you can get away shooting it virtually like that and not get a fork hit. So you're not picking up on any mistakes, if you get what I mean, and you can lead into bad habits. This frame being slightly smaller will force you to hold the frame more level, and I personally think that will bring your form on, but that's my opinion, not the opinion of everyone. Obviously, there's always someone to disagree with me, I can tell you that. But yeah, that's the general. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to have a few shots with it. Hopefully it will serve me well, and we'll see where we go from there. I hope you like it so far. Cheers all, catch you soon. Right then, let's give the general a go. Obviously I've shot this frame quite a lot, but I've actually just come to the conclusion I prefer shooting it brace, which is like that. I'll give it a go both ways, but I prefer brace. It just feels more comfortable, therefore I feel more accurate with it. We're using precise 0.65 bands, and we're shooting it TTF. We're about 10 metres away from the target, and that disc is 60mm. So let's give it a go. Like I say, it's a bit of a strange one for a frame to be an ergonomic frame that will also hold well brace grip, and this one does. Now I'm going to give it a go full pinch, which will make it feel slightly different for me, but we'll see how I get on. A lot of people like to shoot with the pinch grip. It's not me so much. And like I say, this frame will take flip clips, so if you don't like wrapping and tucking, which I don't particularly, flip clips will be the way to go for it. Let's go back to the old brace grip. Much better for me. So there you go. It shoots very well brace, which is the way I would shoot this frame. But if you do like to shoot pinch, then it will do you proud. As you can see, quite a comfortable brace grip and a comfortable pinch grip as well. So yeah, the General, available in alley, brass or bronze. £50 for alley, 55 for brass, and 60 for the flagship bronze, which is the one we're holding here. Universal tips for flats, tubes, OTT, TTF. It'll take simple shot flip clips. That, in my opinion, is a really versatile frame, but I'll leave that for the rest of the world to decide. Cheers all, and thanks for watching.